So Big Think has an article, and it is common sense, but you know that too is not common. Married people earn more than single individuals. Here's why. Now I'm going to read a few excerpts. Verbatim. More good news for the forever alone crowd. That married people make more than their single peers is a well established fact. How much more married people earn compared to their peers varied by gender and education, but it can range from 4.5% to a staggering 32.6%. This gap exists both for men and women, though the overall effect tends to be greater for men. Theories aiming to explain this gap generally center on the individual. For example, perhaps the same traits that make a person earn more also make them a more attractive partner and thus more likely to be in a long term relationship. Alternatively, perhaps being married makes men more productive, since women still do most of the housework as men can focus more on their careers. Isn't that a blessing? I said that. Looking for a job is a highly variable activity in that the person looking can alter how long they look for a role, how much effort they put into it, and how much risk they are willing to assume. Attempting to capture these factors, the researchers built a model that simulated how a single or married person goes about searching for work. The model illuminated differences in career incentives between single and married people, namely, that married people tend to climb the job ladder faster. The researchers proposed that married individuals are more likely to exert greater effort to find a better job, even when searching for one is costly, because they internalize that their current wage affects how their spouse is able to go about searching for a job. How generous. This approach can explain up to a third of the married wage premium for males and over half of it for females, the researchers noted. It also doesn't run into a theoretical problem described by the so called specialization hypothesis, which states that a man's marital wage premium decreases when his wife's education increases. The logic is that the wife would have less time to perform duties around the house, which would mean that the husband has less time to spend advancing his career. However, the researchers found that both partners tend to benefit when spousal education rises. Now let's go to the end. As it turns out, bam, the secret to understanding why people in relationships make more money depends on looking at them not as two people, but as a single unit. And from the common sense that I was speaking of earlier, the reason why married men and women tend to make more money is because happiness reflects in all areas. So when you're in a healthy relationship, when you're with somebody you actually love and it is transparent, not transparent, and the feelings are mutual, we will rise to the occasion together. It's called being on the same page for a reason.